Okay, today's topic is whether the unemployed should not get free healthcare. Now, the public feels that those who are currently not working should not get social welfare, and some of them felt that it is unfair for those who enjoy free healthcare while they are unemployed, and some of them felt that they are supporting those lazy people. So, any opinions on this?
Sharon, you're the facilitator.
Thank you.
Awesome. It means, us means.
Okay. Pumpkin, any opinions?
And y'all shouldn't have been waiting for him to ask him that or not.
Huh?
Y'all should have just said on your own.
May I also join you in the discussion?
Not supposed to join the discussion.
Okay, Pumpkin, your opinion?
For me, is that I believe that unemployed people should not get free healthcare because it is unable to motivate the people that are actually working hard already. And this might cause other people to, like, a lot of people not wanting to work, and then thus it will not contribute to society. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yes, Jackie?
I agree that when you are giving free healthcare to the unemployed, they will not be motivated to work hard, and many people will be actually quit their jobs or do not hesitate to quit their jobs because they already have free healthcare. But I believe that there is another group of people who are also unemployed, but not because they want to work, but because they can't work. The government is able to work, or terminally ill people who are unable to work. How about them?
So, Pumpkin.
Sharon, you don't have to keep saying. You don't have to. Only if you stop talking.
I think disabled people are an exception. They should get funded for healthcare, while the unemployed who are able to do work, they should not get the social welfare that disabled people deserve more than them.
Why is that so crazy? Why do you think that the disabled
Because the disabled people, they can't work because they are handicapped, they have problems, and that restricts them from working.
Okay, you mentioned about the terminally ill, right? If you know that they can't be cured, then the government should not be providing them with any subsidies, because in the end they will still be diseased. So why should the government help these terminally ill people by providing subsidies for them?
I mean, you just
so can
let them die
Not
because
Kevin? So what you are trying to implement is that we are a society where the old people will be left behind.
It's not really the old people. It's not the old people. Old people they still can eat, they can still contribute to society. But the terminally ill, they are not contributing members, and we know that their disease is not been cured, and the government is just providing them with free healthcare.
Well, what have they contributed over the past 70, 60 or 80 years?
Yeah, if they have contributed, the government should help them by giving them free subsidies. But with those that have been lifelong able to pay them, how about these people? Should the government continue giving them subsidies?
Is it the pioneer generation package?
If they have no families, no one to support them.
Yes, no one will support them. However, isn't the pioneer generation package or subsidies one of the options?
You elaborate on this pioneer generation.
Okay. Now, okay, I'm not going to go off topic. Pioneer generation package generally is like, besides giving subsidies to the pioneer generation or the elders of Singapore, they even reward them for their contribution of hard work to a country, such as like deduction in their healthcare bills and enjoying subsidies in their housing or transportation, something like that.
But that is for people who have contributed to society.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to go far off of it.
And then they retire and then they provide this. Or they haven't retire.
When they are, it's depending, they can be retired or they are still working.
But what about those who have no jobs? They have never worked and they are terminally sick.
They are going off topic.
So it's under this group of young people that they can never get a job. They are physically or not able to work for their entire life. Should the government provide them subsidies, despite knowing that they cannot be contributing to the
But you say that they are not contributing to their society. They might not be contributing in terms of earning the money and then contribute economically, but they are contributing in terms of other aspects, such as simple things like buying food and buying properties. They are already contributing because they are already contributing economically. They are also contributing by interacting with other social members, society members. So they are contributing in a sense.
To add on to Kathy's point, they can also be providing emotional support for their relatives that are already working. Imagine what if their loved ones are deceased and they feel like, oh, every day I'm just working for the sake of working. Then they won't continue to work hard, and in that sense they will also
So you mean that you will need to rise in tax, right? Because the government to spend more on that. The government to spend more on them because they're not really working. So another question did rise, there's another question, will you pay taxes and feed those who don't work? Because I said they are not working but they are providing emotional support. So will you pay these people to provide you emotional support?
What I believe is that you are already paying tax right now. You're already paying very high tax right now. And where does this tax go to? This tax go to feed poor people, go to subsidizing healthcare, education, and some other things. So why not also add on another thing where you also provide some subsidies for the unemployed?
But the thing is, we are already paying too high tax and we do not get the benefits. It's mostly these unemployed people who get majority of the benefits. And plus they do not pay the full sum of tax. And as added on, they enjoy the full benefits. But whereas we pay the tax and we enjoy some of the benefits, so there's so-called inequality here.
But let me ask you this, Karen. For those who are employed, especially the rich, do they get a lot of benefits?
They do get a lot of benefits, yeah, because they can afford them.
Yes, they get a lot of benefits. So isn't it agreeable that those who are able to, those who have a decent salary are able to pay more for
So
healthcare?
you are trying to say that those currently working should not get any social welfare, more welfare? I should
Sorry?
I trying to imply that those who are currently working should not have, should receive less welfare.
That's why I'm referring to the rich.
Okay, then
I can get that.
because I'm referring to the rich.
but the
He
rich-
said that the rich are already getting other benefits. So why
They're getting far
shouldn't
more
the but what about the middle class people? The middle class people do not get the benefits that the rich people get. And they do not get the
and add on
and
to
yet
what-
they still pay the tax. I don't know this point.
But isn't the rich also paying a lot of tax? Far more than those who are unemployed.
paying a lot of tax, but the fact that they are able to live with this lifestyle because their earnings are high. So they don't have any problem, they don't have to complain. But middle class, if you are telling, you pay high taxes and some of them do not enjoy the benefits. And they are complaining why should the unemployed receive free healthcare.
So he believes that we should not be paying higher taxes to feed unemployed people. What other opinions is there?
So any opinions from Fang Ping or Hui Zi?
Okay.
I think Claire.
Yes.
I think that the government is subsidizing, is providing healthcare for those unemployed because the government don't want the country to look bad. As in, he wants Singapore to be known as a very caring country who would care for the unemployed even though they're not contributing to the society. So,
I disagree with her because this will lead to no economic development. Nobody will be motivated to work hard to earn a decent living, and everyone will be depending on the government to provide subsidies. And this will further define Singapore population.
but as of right now, is this happening?
Who are these unemployed people in the first place?
Unemployed basically
Who are
the
these unemployed?
youngsters like
Okay,
us,
besides
the
youngsters.
terminally ill, the old age, and old age meaning like those grandmothers who are working at home, housewives.
Okay. Now, if they are in their old age, have they been contributors
And
to our
they were contributing member, but I'm referring to groups of people who cannot contribute to society or have never contributed to society before. Why are they
There is-
receiving free healthcare?
I don't think that there is anyone in the world that does not contribute to society at all. Because he has his loved ones, he is buying food, buying property, he is in a way already contributing to the society. Just because he doesn't work doesn't mean that he's not
But
contributing.
when you say he buy property, the government still provides subsidies for him.
But he is still buying, he's still giving his money to
But it's
buy.
unfair to us that we do not receive these subsidies as well. Why is he receiving more subsidies than us? We are paying the same amount of taxes as him. So how are we different from them? You are saying Singapore is not a welfare
I
country.
didn't believe it was wrong.
Okay, maybe other countries.
I didn't believe it.
Like,
I'm saying in general.
Yeah, in general, there's no country that is it's a welfare country. It does saying that the unemployed should receive more benefit, but they are paying lesser taxes than us. I mean, they are paying what I say tax, same amount of tax. Why are we receiving less benefit than them?
Unemployed people are they giving tax?
Some of them are giving them. Okay, they are not. They
That's
are
why they
receiving.
know-
They are receiving more tax. They are receiving more benefits than us. So you are paying tax to feed those who are not working.
But if you look at it in another way, it's like a short term versus a long term. Example, if you were to not give it a universal health, like if you do not provide healthcare for them that they can afford, then won't that cause, like what we mentioned before, they won't work. Then if there's a case, everyone's gonna go down. Like, they won't contribute to society. So if you talk about it in long term, example, everyone contributes a little to be able to provide to those that cannot have free healthcare, or those that are unemployed and cannot purchase healthcare. Then at least if you are giving them a helping hand to go back into the working society, then they can contribute back. And they can maybe give even more than what they've been given in the first place.
But whether you can ask for something in exchange.
But what if they can't give back?
sorry.
You know that they can't give back. why are we still working there?
Okay, Shabin. Now, okay, I give you an example. If you were to talk about blind man, there is disadvantage. What will you do with the blind man?
I will tap on his skills that are useful and make him a contributing member. But
That's right.
I'm referring to those who cannot provide service in Singapore. They are unable.
Okay, what's your example?
That is a very
Those in coma, example one, those in coma. How are they contributing members? Or perhaps
But didn't you even figure out that they were once contributing members to our
they
society?
were once, and during that time, yeah, I mean, we can't continuously be providing free of them. They have reached a certain limit where the amount of taxes we pay is equivalent to the amount of benefit they receive. So they are still receiving more in their entire lifetime.
Every single member in our society has been a contributor.
Okay, just say you fell in at the age of 20. You have been contributing members since since you're born to the age of 20. Only for 20 years you've been contributing members. But for the remainder of your life, you're telling me that government will be providing for you for the rest of your 80 years. The so-called 60 years that they are getting free service.
That's because every people in the society needs to have a decent basic needs.
But we are back to the question again, we are not a welfare society.
Okay, let's change it up a bit. Let's say that unemployed should not get free healthcare, but they should be given universal healthcare, which is equal healthcare for all. Then, if that's the case, then it will help.
If you
right now, are you reading the first? Right now, they're not contributing to medicine because they're not paying medicine and they don't have any employer to be helping to pay the medicine. So they don't have medicine. They don't have medicine, Medishield and Medifund. I'm saying in Singapore. They're down in Singapore. So they don't have medicine, meaning that Medifund and Medishield will also be affected. Meaning that if they don't have these three, then how are they even receiving universal healthcare?
I think the funding's point is, as stated in one of the article, the MediSave, I mean the 3 M's, MediSave, Medishield, and Medifund can be removed, and a national fund to be enhanced in rights such as treatment for compulsory basic health care, vaccinations, accidents and pregnancy for Singaporeans and permanent residents who are contributing to society.
So it's neglecting those that are unemployed.
Yeah.
So you're just neglecting them all.
Yeah.
So is there any other solution to this?
I think, Javin's point, you all need to engage one thing. He kept saying that we are not welfare society.
We are not what?
We are not a welfare society. How do you know that's true? And he said that we need, why are we rewarding those who are not contributing to the society?
Because we're being American.
Are you sure you just want to base your healthcare on contribution?
Yeah, because you can't give healthcare based on how much the person has contributed.
Why?
Human rights.
But those who earn more, don't they have more healthcare benefits than
Yeah, that's why
those
they
who
can go to private hospitals.
Yeah, they have a choice.
They
Yeah, they have a choice, but unemployed people don't even have a choice.
Which is why we're giving them.
And why are we giving them? Why are we contributing? Why are we paying higher taxes for them to
Now,
to receive these benefits?
okay, you all know what's the difference between a private hospital and a government hospital?
Yes.
You don't know, yeah?
Don't ask us questions.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
Okay, now.
Okay, those poor, right, they go to government hospitals, and those who are unable to pay up, they get a lot of subsidies. So, as compared to a private hospital where it is more luxurious, definitely because they are able to afford.
Yeah, but it leads rise to, you have to answer the question. It means, why are unemployed receiving the benefits?
That's
It's
because
not
it's-
they pay less taxes than us, and they receive more benefits. It doesn't make sense. We pay more tax and we receive less benefits.
Basic
Do you think that our society is a welfare society?
No, we talk about that society.
Why?
the only goal of Singapore is to improve the economy. So they are bringing all these subsidies so that everyone will work hard, and in the end, the economy will develop, and Singapore will be known for its performance of things and so forth and so forth. It is true, Singapore is the fourth best healthcare
Sorry, sir. Fourth best healthcare system
system in the world.
in terms of.
In terms of
In
healthcare.
terms of healthcare.
Okay. Like.
Like having the best treatment.
You guys are revolving around one point.
Yeah, we are bringing it. That's why I'm asking for more opinions, more solutions. Yeah, that's why you guys have more time to come up with
Okay, we just level down. Should the government provide subsidies for the terminally ill? Because the disabled, we can tap on their useful skills and make them community members. So we just level down to the terminally ill where they cannot be. The disabled, they can be arms, and legs, they use their arms to something.
We can narrow down in the panel discussion.
So we never down to terminally ill. What are your rules? Should the government provide subsidies for the terminally ill? Medical subsidies.
We just need to talk.
I believe that they should provide with subsidies for them because let's say they are terminally ill, yes, but the people that are paying for the actual treatment are not the terminally ill people sometimes. It's usually the ones that are working with their relatives and so. So if you do not provide subsidy and then you're giving them to pay the full amount, which is very, very expensive, you're trying to tell them say that, oh, in order to keep your loved one, you have to keep paying the money, the bills for your
Adding to your point, so you are telling them that you already exhausted all your savings through taxes to government, like such mortgaging their house for your healthcare.
maybe just so that they can pay for their loved ones, yeah. Then you're giving this image that the government is sucking out their funds just for that reason.
So you are implying that the government should continue providing aid to such people so that in future life they will return back and provide the society again.
Not so much as that, but rather that if you provide subsidies for them, it's their choice whether they want to cut it off. Like terminally, sometimes it may coma, maybe whatever, they can count the machines and then they will stop paying the actual hospitals, right? So instead of forcing them to keep paying for it, then they have the choice to actually shut down the system so that that negative image should not be portrayed.
Sorry.
That's what I'm trying to say.
What do you mean by the negative image?
Like you're forcing them, you're sucking the money out of them just so that they can keep their loved one alive. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't want to push that feeling onto the citizens, else they will definitely not feel happy about it.
But do you think there are other citizens who do not have any of their loved ones who suffer, do not understand that of these negative images, just sees it as he said just now, like you don't contribute means we will not be paying tax for you to feed you. What about those people who view this as that?
I agree with the possibility, but the majority is not.
But we can't just but then those 78 people are minority
Let's say we follow what you're saying, that if we continue providing subsidies by exhausting our own funds that can be used in other areas, if that's so, then what other solution can we form to negate this problem?
I said earlier, we can, as what Fanting said, we can, the terminally ill will certainly die sooner or later. We can not provide healthcare services to them, so they do not have high expenditure, knowing that sooner or later they will die again. Like you have maybe your coma, you know that your parents, your family members know that you are not able to survive, yet they are taking benefits from the government to pay off the treatment. So why not the government cut off this treatment, and because in the end the patient will still die.
Is this
such a negative.
Is this a society that awaits for death?
Yes. that is such a negative image. Like,
No.
oh, you're not contributing,
It's
oh,
just
you're
a
going to die
society
anyway.
that's
Like
waiting for
something
them.
said, it should be given them to make a choice, so it won't have a negative image in Singapore.
Yes, what if they have a choice to actually want their loved one to?
Then they have to pay the full cost.
They have to pay the full cost.
Till a certain limit, maybe till 1 month, the government will provide them with this service. After that, they have to continue paying.
So right now your solution is that we provide subsidies for a certain period of time.
Yeah.
Then after if we've deemed it unable to be the population is unable to be saved.
They have the choice to either stop the machine or they can continue paying using their
Our
own.
society waiting for them.
No,
They're not really waiting for them. The waiting for them means we tell them that
We totally
you
don't provide.
give us the money now or we don't give you treatment. We are, but the thing in this society, we are providing you the treatment first, we provide you with subsidies, but after a short period of time, if you're unable to pay, you have to make a choice whether you still want to continue treatment, but you pay with your own money or the treatment to stop.
So what is, so while you're saying, that means, right, that no matter how much you truly treasure your loved ones, even though you do not have any more monies, you still, that means your only option is to leave it to die. Is that what you really believe?
Yeah, it's so. Okay, I give you the same scenario. If you are in high, if you are in debt, you have someone, your loved one, your wife, for example, in coma, will you, how are you going to pay the full sum? You know that the government will only provide you to a certain extent. And if the government were to provide the full amount, it would mean that everyone can just fall sick easily and knowing that we will get cured without paying a single cent.
In addition to Kevin's point, it's like, okay, this is just one case. This is just paying for one coma patient. What if it comes to the whole country? If everyone's having a terminal, like not everyone, sorry, but a lot of them are having terminal illnesses or illnesses that need a huge amount of sum for healthcare, then by paying for all of them, we're actually paying a very, very, very huge sum just to support them. And that's giving like paying for them, right? So I think it's quite valid that we provide them with subsidies for a period of time. And then afterwards, if they are able to pay, then why not?
But right, you say that we will spend a lot of money if we are actually subsidizing for those terminally ill people. But
All the way.
but you can see.
Terminally ill.
But you can see. But you can see there are another majority of people who are actually working and already paying taxes. Why not actually use their taxes to actually continue to pay, but not full sum? Maybe subsidizing continuously as long as they want, but they will also have to pay as
Let me ask you a question. If I'm telling you I'm using majority of the tax to pay for someone else's illness, and we are using this remaining amount to spend on the child's education, there will be no economic development in the country, and majority of the money will be spent on research issues. Would that lead rise to economic social problems? Nobody will be willing to work, nobody will pay taxes.
But the fact is that in the healthcare system today, though subsidies have to be given, but our Singapore government today isn't spending enough.
What do you mean by
We're actually focusing on the whole world. If not, we are already talking about Singapore. Can you elaborate more further?
I mean, like, we have quite a big spending on our defense. A lot of spending on our defense, but when in terms of healthcare, our Singapore government seems that there's not spending a single cent.
exactly?
That's
So,
why more money has to be pumped into welfare.
yeah,
But
so more money means higher taxes. Higher taxes means we pay more, and the unemployed pay less and receive the most benefits.
No, he's not saying that we are paying more taxes. He's saying that right now in the status quo, it is already such that we are spending more on other areas instead of healthcare. So right now, change the status quo, but do not change the amount we are paying taxes.
However,
In the
that's
status quo,
we are spending less on social welfare.
we're actually
spending the most on healthcare.
Yeah.
Exactly. You.
Sorry? Repeat your
In the
statement.
status quo, we are spending most on healthcare.
What do you mean by that?
As in the government,
Do you have any statistics?
Yeah, like
from the
fourth best healthcare.
This
What makes you think that the fourth
it's
best
given a
healthcare?
report written by of their income, like the
Most of their income.
GDP, I'm not very sure, but it is the most, they are spending the most percentage on healthcare rather than structures, buildings, and whatever not.
Then why is it that it's still going up? Why?
Because
The why is of course still giving subsidies. They will not be giving subsidies if they are able to spend more on healthcare. That's the thing.
He's so cute.
Wait,
Realize that.
sorry, but can you repeat your question? Your statement.
You wouldn't have this kind of subsidies here in Singapore if the government were to spend more on healthcare.
No, the subsidies is their expenditure on healthcare.
It's insufficient, that's why the majority of Singaporeans are in the middle class, so they still need these subsidies to aid them in their financial costs on health services.
位置 do you have any opinions on what we are talking? Okay, I ask one person to summarize. 位置 can you summarize? Or whether the unemployed should not get free shit.
Summarize about in general.
I'll say about 1 or 2 minutes. Excuse me.
Majority of our points are that unemployed should not get free healthcare, and a solution proposed by Kevin is that we should give free healthcare to those who are unemployed for a certain period of time, and then after that they could choose whether they want. They cannot choose what. They cannot choose. Well, the free healthcare will be cut off, and then they will have to pay on their own. That makes sense. Yeah.
Does it?